It is 5:30 and I'd like to welcome everyone to the City Council meeting of Thursday, July 16th, 2026. The Opens Meeting Act is posted on the east wall of the council chambers, and a notice of this meeting was published in the York News Times on July 9th, 2026. If you would, please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amanda, the roll call.
North.
Here.
Shepherd. Postier.
Here.
Wilkinson.
Here.
Van Esch.
Here.
Piper. McGregor.
Here.
Lopez. Here.
Our next agenda item is to consider approval of the minutes from the July 2nd, 2026 meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes?
Move for approval. Second.
A motion and a second. Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
Next, we have claims of elected officials.
We have several claims of elected officials. First is Tony North of North Printing and Office Supply in the amount of $2,806.90. I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
North.
Abstain.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
Next, we have Jeff Piper of Piper's Potties in the amount of $110. I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
Next, we have Stephen Postier of the York County Development Corporation as a business affiliation in the amount of $230. I move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Abstain.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
And then we've got a claim for Jerry Wilkinson of J and W News. Melanie Wilkinson, in the amount of $200. Move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Abstain.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
Next are the claims for the period of July 3rd through July 16th, 2026.
Yes, the Finance Committee did meet yesterday to review those claims, and I move for approval for the claims period of July 3rd through July 16th, 2026.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further questions of the Finance Committee? Hearing none. Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
Next, we need to consider approval of the department activity reports for the month of June 2026. Are there any questions on that?
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further comment? Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
And we need to approve the cash balances for the month of June 2026.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other comment? Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
Our next agenda item is City Administrator Report. Dr. Crawford?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. So good to see so many of you here tonight. When we put this agenda together, we thought there were only going to be 5 of you here tonight. So we took the UTV golf cart third reading off of this agenda because we wanted to make sure we had a full council for that conversation and vote. So we polled when people are going to be here. And so we are expecting to put that on the agenda at the August 20th meeting. So we anticipate we have all council members there. It takes 5 votes to pass an ordinance. And again, we thought we were going to have 5 here tonight. So glad we don't. Glad to have all of you here. But that was why we took it off the agenda for tonight. And we are planning to put it back on the agenda August 20th. So there's more time for people who want to do any more research or talk to council members about that issue. And if that's why you're watching or that's why you're here, you have the night off.
Thank you very much. Well, we thought, we've talked about this long enough. We just will make sure everybody in the council has a voice on that topic. So, next, our next agenda item is presentation from UNL World Fellow Ben Benzinger. Ben, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks for being here tonight.
Good, thank you, I'm glad to see you guys. I want to thank you for having me. Tomorrow's my final day here, in Tournament 2 for the summer. Had a really good time, I enjoyed, meeting with some of you guys. I provided a handout, with housing recommendations. So I'm a Roll Fellow from the University of Nebraska Lincoln. I'm in the NCRP program, Masters in Community and Regional Planning. And we've had a group that was out here before, and then I got to conduct a qualitative study that was here. So on the front page, I have an abstract. And then on the second page, I have the purpose of me giving you this information and of the qualitative study that I conducted. The purpose of my internship, and the housing recommendations I provided are to update the housing zoning based on the comprehensive plan update and best practices. The method that I used for my data study was a mixed methods data retrieval planning approach. I included a review of the comprehensive plan, the City of York Comprehensive Plan for 2026. It also included the previous housing study conducted by the University of Nebraska Lincoln Masters in Community and Regional Planning Program from 2023. And a comparison to the surrounding cities and their housing and zoning plans, a series of interviews with leaders in the city of York, which I really enjoyed, and Nebraska community asking their perspective on housing in the community. So asking in the qualitative study, asking people their perspective on housing in York. So findings from the comprehensive plan recommendations. The York Comprehensive Plan recommends a focus on housing density with a yield of 10 lots per 1,000 feet of infrastructure. This is something that you guys know I just included in here. Right here. The City of York's Comprehensive Plan also recommends a promotion of diverse housing options. And the qualitative data acquired through mixed methods data retrieval verified that members of the community saw housing as a primary concern of the community. In the 2023 housing study conducted by the University of Nebraska Lincoln Community and Regional Student Group, 82% of the respondents from that study, from the City of York Housing Study, strongly or somewhat supported implementing zoning initiatives to increase housing density. So my qualitative study and the previous one verified that your guys' residents are open to zoning initiatives. The 2023 study suggested an R4 district to increase possibilities for developers to build more multiplex homes. Upzoning R to R2 to add flexibility for more housing units within other districts of York. To give current homeowners the ability to construct or add additional units to their properties for renting to others. Develop an overlay district or planned unit development district over the current C1 commercial zone for downtown York to help facilitate the ability of developers to build housing in downtown York. I believe this would result in more vibrant and people-friendly commercial center for the city of York. Eliminate minimum parking requirements for the C1 district and shift from required parking in the downtown area to recommended parking. This would reduce parking lot size, but allow for more housing to be built in downtown York, and it could help save space for people in buildings rather than cars. And in reference to the adding of the R4 district, this is the only recommendation in the city that I recommended against. Their suggestions based on logic of increasing possibilities for housing developers, given the high demand. After talking with leaders in Columbus and cross-referencing, that's a suggestion that I recommend against. Develop an overlay district for a planned unit development over the C1 commercial zone for downtown York to help facilitate the ability of developers to build housing in downtown York. There's been success in this type of housing in rural downtown areas in Nebraska. This form of diversified housing is accomplished in Norfolk, where the city has facilitated this type of housing successfully, and their downtown has become more vibrant, accessible, and now serves as an economic hub as a result. And I would add to this that Norfolk has an outdoor seating area, which I got to enjoy too. And I think that's been successful in downtown York, and it's something that should be introduced here, or that was successful in Norfolk, and should be introduced in York. The comparative analysis that is included in this document was between York, Seward, Columbus, and Norfolk. And among these, page 4, among the communities reviewed, Columbus has been proactive in addressing housing barriers. And jumping to page 5, the city of Columbus incentivized housing by taking on the massive running costs of buying land, holding land, and paying for public infrastructure, which made the projects feasible for builders. Progress in Columbus, Nebraska, in aligning housing policies with workforce and economic development objectives was accomplished by the city acting as the primary developer for a new workforce housing subdivision that they call Vitality Village. And it's my recommendation that York take similar action when addressing workforce housing here in York. Columbus has also successfully used facilitators such as tax increment financing TIF, NeighborWorks Northeast Nebraska, Rural Workforce Housing Funds, and the Nebraska Investment Finance Authority, NIFA, which when applicable should be considered as the city of York continues to develop housing. And the document continues. I had a really good interview from Tara Vyacek in Columbus, and that information is provided on page 7 and continues to page 8. My reference is on the final page. And I just want to say thank you. I really enjoyed my internship here. So I appreciate the opportunity.
Any questions of Ben before we let him sneak away? There's a lot of great information here. We appreciate having you here the last few minutes, and you put a lot of work into this, and there's a lot of great observations and recommendations and things in here that we need to study. So appreciate all the work you did, and it was great having you part of the city for a couple months.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next agenda item is York County Development Corporation review of the strategic plan report. Lisa Hurley.
Good evening, everyone. You guys have our strategic plan update. I'm not going to touch on all of the slides tonight. I want to do a brief update on the outcomes of our current 5-year strategic plan and where we stand as we work on our next 5-year plan. The biggest takeaway that I have is economic development today is more than business recruitment. It's housing, workforce, infrastructure, site readiness, and strong partnerships, all working hand in hand. So we'll start on slide 3. What has changed from 2021 to 2026? 5 years ago, much of our work was focused on individual projects and programs. Through this strategic plan, we intentionally shifted through building systems that support growth over the long term. The numbers reflect that shift. More than $390 million in business investment and over $2.24 billion in assessed taxable valuation growth. What I'm most proud of is the groundwork we've built in workforce development, housing, and site readiness. Because those are things that determine whether future opportunities can happen at all. We are building the runway while landing planes, meeting today's opportunities while preparing for York's tomorrow. And on to slide 4, our strategic shift. This slide summarizes that evolution. We have moved from reactive to proactive, from project by project thinking to building an entire ecosystem that supports growth. As we expanded our view beyond York County's borders, because businesses, workers, and investment increasingly operates regionally. So we have to look beyond city limits and even county limits. Economic development isn't one organization's job anymore. It works when the city, county, state, schools, utilities, businesses, and community organizations are all rowing the same direction. So on to slide 5, that shift has produced tangible outcomes. We supported 29 business projects that helped facilitate more than $300 million in investment. And that does not capture the small business projects or the ones that we did not work through incentives. If we only had a couple of meetings and they were running, I don't have their budgets captured in this. So that's larger. We moved housing from a conversation about the problem to real strategies and partnerships in motion. The Regional Workforce Development Center is positioned to become a major regional asset for our talent pipeline for years to come. And we've expanded the tools to help local companies compete and operate more efficiently. These are connected investments that strengthen York's abilities to compete for growth well into the future. And every one of them required collaboration between public and private partners. On slide 6, a few lessons that stand out. Business growth cannot be separated from workforce and housing. If companies can't find workers or workers can't find housing, growth slows. And marketing only works if the community has the capacity to deliver on what we're promoting. Economic development has really become a team sport. On to current constraints. It brings us to what we need to focus on next over the next 5 years. Housing production is still not keeping up with our need. Utility capacity will increasingly shape what and where development is possible. And as a side note, we've already updated our industry targets because what we were targeting in 2013, we don't have the capacity to target. So we have internally, the board has made that shift already within the last few months. Development costs continue to rise, and maintaining ready-to-build sites requires investment long before a prospect it comes into the community. None of this is unique to York, but the communities that address it proactively will have the advantage over the next decade. The good news, we understand these challenges, and many are already part of the conversation with our community partners today. As we shape the next strategic plan, our focus is not on doing more. It's on prioritizing what matters most, where YCDC should lead, where partners should lead, and how we align resources for the greatest overall community impact. The board has completed research, reviewed trends, gathered stakeholder and board input, and recently held our strategic planning retreat. I want to personally thank any of you that took the survey that we sent out ahead of that. That data was very useful. As the plan comes together, we look forward to bringing it to the council. So the last 5 years have shown what's possible when public and private partners work together towards common goals. As we look ahead, our greatest opportunities will come from strengthening the fundamentals: workforce, housing, infrastructure, and site readiness. On behalf of the YCDC board and staff, thank you to the mayor, council, and staff for your continued partnership and your continued commitment to York's future. We look forward to continuing this work with you alongside. Do you have any questions? It's been a great 5 years.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Our next agenda item is consider approval of special designated liquor license for the Knights of Columbus for a beer garden at the York County Fair, 2325 North Nebraska Avenue for August 6th, 7th, and August 8th, 2026. Matt, if you would state your name and address for the record.
Matthew Leaf, 1801 Paradise Pond View here in York, here representing the Knights of Columbus. We got the county fair coming up, 6th, 7th, and 8th. We do a beer garden under the big tent. We do one in the grandstand area one of the nights. So we're looking for approval for the special designated permit that the Knights have been doing for, I don't know, we've done it for probably 20 plus years, but so asking for approval for that. So any questions?
Got a pretty good track record.
I think so. You know, it's been a good event at the county fair. Some of the attendance numbers have been down the last couple of years, but we live with that, but we still want to be able to serve the public for what they have. And, we got members of our Knights of Columbus that are willing to put forth the effort on it, and so it's good service to the community for the fair.
Any other questions of Matt? Thank you, Matt. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Move for approval.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further comment? Hearing none. Amanda?
North. Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
Our next agenda item is consider approval of an invoice payable to Southeast Nebraska Development District for 24 DTR Downtown Redevelopment 006 project for the general administration and construction management in the amount of $7,592.63.
This agenda item is tied to our downtown redevelopment project. So you all approved all of those proposals and plans, but we also have to bring it back each time we pay for something. So that's what 14.
And this is kind of the
that,
over,
right?
this is kind of the overhead to them for managing the program for us, correct?
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other comments? Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
And then the next item is approval of the drawdown, yes, on number 8, of the downtown revitalization project payable to Colburn Solutions in the amount of $94,059.89.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other comments? Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
Our next item is consider approval of 2 special designated licenses for Hoppy Days LLC doing business as White Elm Brewing Company for a community introduction at 316 East Hollick Street, York, for the dates of August 4th through the 9th and August 11th through the 16th, 2026. I know a representative is here. If you would, state your name and address for the record and you know, please just kind of fill us in on what we're looking at here.
Sure.
Thank you.
My name is Colby Wood. Address is 3171 Van Doren Street, Lincoln, Nebraska, 68502. So I'm here representing White Elm Brewing Company. We're looking for an SDL for 2 6 consecutive day periods. We've had some delays in licensing from an administrative unexpected administrative issue. And so we think we're gonna have the building done and ready to go. We're already almost through all of our approvals, and we were hoping to have a soft opening. So we'd like to, at the suggestion of Dr. Crawford, have an SDL in place, be able to bring some people in, kind of do a soft opening, a little bit of an introduction into the community while we await our final approval from the NLCC. We are seeking local approval. From this point, we will be working in conjunction with the NLCC to ensure that they're okay as well with us seeking state level approval on SDLs. So we're not running up the pitch too far.
It kind of goes back to the license that you have in Lincoln.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Yep.
Any questions? Well, we're sure excited to see all the progress that's made and see it get open. So that's terrific.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Move for approval.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further comment? Amanda?
North.
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier. Wilkinson.
Yes.
Van Esch.
Yes.
McGregor.
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
Next is consider approval of 2 special designated licenses for the Fraternal Order of Eagles at 605 North Lincoln Avenue for outdoor beer garden, street dance, and Bloody Mary bar for September 11th and September 12th, 2026. Tammy, if you'd state your name and address for the record and tell us what you're doing.
Tammy Saling, 1010 North Platte here in York. The Eagles was once again this year being part of York Fest and having a street dance, which we're super excited about. We're gonna try the same band we did last year. We had a bunch of York University kids show up. We wanna do some special stuff for them. Maybe some discounts, some free tickets for them to try to get the community involved. So we're doing that street dance on the 11th, from 8 to 1. So we'd like a liquor license to be out on 6th Street through our alley so people can go through the alley. That will be the only way to get in to the street dance. We're also going to be renting a bar this year from Poor Stable Renting Companies. That's just getting started here in Newark. So we're excited to help another business in town. And then we'd also like to do a beer garden for the street dance and for the Bloody Mary Bar. It's such a success for the Bloody Mary Bar for people to sit out front and watch the parade that we've had many people from the community and our members ask if we could do the same for Friday before the dance and during the dance. Again, there's only one entrance into that, and that would be through our building. So that's what we're asking for. Any questions?
If you have any questions, Tammy, it's great that the Eagles will chip in and do this,
Yeah,
and that's
We're
a
excited.
fun part of York Fest, so thank you very much for coming.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further comment? Amanda?
Nora,
Yes.
Shepherd, Postier,
Yes.
Wilkinson,
Yes.
Van Ash.
Yes.
McGregor,
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
The last agenda item is consider approval of resolution 2026-18, declaring certain city property surplus and authorizing disposition of that surplus property. Who wants to address that?
Chairs and. We have some chairs and a trailer and some floor strippers.
Floor scrubber?
4 of them.
Okay, so we have things for sale. Okay, that's good.
And all of our city surplus, if it's something that has resale value, Green Auction is the auction place where you look if you want to purchase any of those things.
They help us move that onto other hands.
I'll move for approval. Second.
Motion is second. Any further comment? Amanda?
Nora,
Yes.
Shepherd. Yes. Postier.
Yes.
Wilkinson,
Yes.
Van Ash.
Yes.
McGregor,
Yes.
Lopez. Yes.
That brings us to the end of our agenda, and we are adjourned.